Okay, here we are at a site called Blabberize, and I chose to share this resource with you because it's a really great follow-up for the research project I talked about with our EPIC e-library project. So using EPIC, we do research on an animal, and then Blabberize is the site that we use to present the information that the students find through EPIC. Blabberize is a website that takes a picture and allows users to crop around the mouth of their image, and it will move that mouth up and down while the voice recording is playing. So you can record your own words to go along with whatever picture you select. It's really fun and user-friendly for students. You can use it with educational content. The students can make presentations for the class, or as an educator, you can use it as just a funny way to present new information to your class. It can be something that, really catches their attention rather than you just standing up and lecturing all the time. I wouldn't do a really long presentation with it, but maybe just as like a short introduction. But anyways, it's intended for students, the way that we use it in my class, and it's super easy to make. So first grade students don't have a problem with it. I think any age kids could really run with it, and you could use it for all different kinds of content areas. I could see it for not only like our animal research project, but maybe upper grades you could do historical figures and things like that. But to make one, you go to that make option, that make button, and this is where you bring in your picture. So we're going to browse for one and pretend that I was doing research on a monkey. So for our monkey, he will pop up on this blue screen right here, and you have the option to crop your photo, but we're just going to use the whole picture for this time. And now it brings you to this red blob, and this is the blob that needs to outline the monkey's mouth because it shows you which parts will be moving once we record voice. And it's a little bit tricky to get all of these little dots kind of fitting around his mouth the correct way. But with some practice, the students get a hang of it. It just takes a little bit of patience. So we'll drag all of the dots where they need to be. Place this guy down here. Straighten him out a little bit. And then you move on to your next step. And so at this next step, it allows you to record voice two different ways, or import sound, excuse me. You can do it through a microphone, or you can upload something that you've already recorded. So since I'm talking over this app right now, it won't be able to record something new, but we'll just let this play for a minute, and then I can show you how to finish the steps. That's a little record button. I'll stop him and move on to the next step. So at the end, you can go ahead and push this play button. Students can preview their work, but that's it. You're done from that point on. Once you push OK, it gives you the option to save it. I like to save mine so the kids can watch them all together as a class. We kind of have a little viewing party to celebrate their work. But the way that I do that is I log in with my free teacher account, and I just save everyone's under mine. It would take a little bit more time to get the students all to have their own account, but if you were using this more frequently or with older students, I think it would be beneficial to have the students make their own account. But again, other than that, Blabberize is super easy and user-friendly. The standards that I see, at least my use of this resource going with the best, are for the ISTE student standards, number 6, creative communicators, letters C and D, where students communicate their ideas by using a variety of digital objects, different visuals and things like that, and then publishing their content and presenting it so that it really reaches their intended audiences. This is something that was very first grade friendly and worked wonders with my students and their motivation.